What's going down, man? It's Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. COVID is going nowhere. All right, they got new strains coming out, the Omarion or Omicron or whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we going into year 2 of this thing, year 3 really. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to make sure you're safe is to stay safe. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I need you to go to findcovid19test.com. They're doing COVID tests, swabbing. You know what I mean? You can get them to come out for your company, for your kids' football team, anything you have going on, man. So find COVID19test.com, man. You need to get that today. Take care of yourself. Make sure you and your loved ones are safe. So, okay, man, tell me about how is it like, because I mean, when Pimp get out, when he first got out, he had like a real calm demeanor, but then at one point he just got live, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk about how was it just rolling with Pimp, man, just going through everything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he wasn't too many people coming out of jail hotter than Pimp C, you know what I'm saying?
Man, the day he got out, I heard on the radio some female was running down the street buck naked, talking about Pimp C is free. My nigga Pimp is home. And so that and just all the man, when I say the pendulum swung and things just changed, we went from calling people asking can and hoping and to not a motherfucking phone ringing off the hook. Even I had 2 phones, them motherfuckers. My phone's ringing off the hook, and niggas are just changing, but I'm not changing, and I'm seeing them change. But long story short, his emotional ride. His mom said that, you know what I'm saying, he had a couple things going on like sinuses and just different things and stuff like that. And plus he was the only child, so he didn't move like certain niggas. You know what I mean? Like certain niggas, certain shit he would do, I'd be like, because I got 4 brothers, and I knew like you don't really disrespect niggas unless you're ready to go there. And so it just was what it was. And so a lot of times he was really on some brother shit, like, man, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. And that's the nigga I love. That to me, that was Chad Butler. That was the nigga that was very calm and very calculated and meticulous and articulate and just a great dude. And he was concerned and compassionate about a lot of people and a lot of things. And he tried to help a lot of people. Just coming from PA, I think some of the stuff that helped him develop some of them personalities was the rejection he used to get sometime, the treatment he used to get. So I guess that was his way of lashing back out, like becoming these different characters. And some of that shit, you know what I mean? Like his mama actually had me like a double agent on some keep that nigga calm, keep that nigga out of trouble. And I would try to do that in a respectful way, but it's a grown ass man, you know what I mean? And this Pimp C, he actually told me some shit one day. He told me about an artist he knew, and it was a great big artist, a legendary artist. And he said he witnessed this artist doing a lot of crash dummy type shit. And he was surprised that this artist was doing that. And he was like, say, man, you doing this, man, you doing that. And the man looked at him and told him, man, I'm such and such. Matter of fact, it was George Clinton. And the man looked at him and said, man, I'm George Clinton. So that's his way of justifying, like, nigga, regardless of what I'm doing, look at who I am.
Yeah.
So he told me that. And I took that, but I still had to kind of be a voice of reason sometime because, my nigga, when you were gone, I'm not going to say your mama was suffering, but it wasn't good. You know what I mean? So now that you are actually here, you are actually able to give multiple people opportunities and jobs, and now things are really rolling. But you gone again, nigga, that shit is over with. So you are that player on the board that needs to be protected and need to stay here. Like, so I always would try to point that type of shit out, but just sometimes the rants would just happen. Like something would trigger them rants, and that nigga just fly off the hook. Bitch ass hoe ass. That nigga cussed the nigga out one day at the club. We was at the motherfucking what's that shit? his first show, he was thinking his first show was jinxed. I don't know if that shit hit the tabloids, but it was like he thought his first show was jinxed because every time he tried to do it, some fucked up shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So we had this one club. It was, I think it was All Star or something. You know what I mean? And that bitch was super packed. You know what I mean? And we at the back, we come through that bitch. We about 15, 20 cars, you know, deep and shit. We come through the back, nigga. We hopping over curbs and we doing dumbass shit. And so when we get back there, we see another mob of PA niggas. And it's like, you know, it's just so many of us and shit. And them niggas like, Pimp, what's up? So Pimp like, all them niggas with me. They getting in with me. And so the promoter, he like, man, Pimp, that's too many niggas getting in, man. Man, I'm losing money, man. Some of them niggas got to go to the front. Boom, 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 boom. He like, nigga, what you talking about? You fussing over money, nigga? I got nothing but some money. And he had some fucking knots in both pockets and shit. And that nigga say, nigga, how much you charging these niggas a head? And that nigga say, shit, man, man, they coming in like that 100. And nigga say, nigga, you ain't said shit. Get them niggas in. And that nigga stood there with his feet like a duck. That nigga stood there, you know what I'm saying, in his stance. That nigga reached down, and I think he had like red monkeys and shit. Them hoes had some deep ass pocket. That nigga reached down in the motherfucking pockets and pulled out some shit like this and started, get that nigga in. Man, I don't know how much that nigga spun that night, but that nigga got all them niggas in.
Oh man.
Yeah, so, but before he started getting them niggas in, that nigga stood there and he pointed at the nigga and he started his curse. You bitch ass, pussy ass, hoe ass. Like he called a nigga every kind of name in the book. And the nigga just standing there taking it and shit. I'm like, that nigga's crazy. We went in that hole, had a good ass time.
Donnie Houston.